2, 1, and we're on again. Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about story, and I want to talk about how you can use story to capture people's attention. And I just want to acknowledge that this is a shout out to someone I met over on LinkedIn who's just doing amazing things with video. His name is Quentin Olives, otherwise known as Just Q. And if you haven't been checking out what he's doing, in fact, what a whole bunch of really creative, wonderful folks are doing with video on LinkedIn, then head on over there and see this cool stuff that's going on. Just type in hashtag LinkedIn video and do a search, and you'll see all these amazing video creators doing really cool stuff over there. And Just Q is taking the lead. And just yesterday, he did a cool video on story. And I got a lot of conversation going. And I thought, okay, here's my response. You ready for this? This is my response. So what I want to say about story and what happens when you tell a story is that you have to remember this. We are not rational. We think that we know the truth, but actually we tell ourselves stories, and these stories sound so true that we'll believe them. And this is kind of what I want to dive into. This is a bigger issue, and I want to open up a conversation around this particular thing. Because, and I'm just checking out my laptop here, making sure that everything is working. I've got my laptop right over here, and I'm broadcasting through this cool little system, which I'll explain in a future video. If you're wondering, like, how the heck do I do this? You'll find out. So the thing is about stories is that sometimes we even know that the stories that we're telling and the stories that we believe, there are a myth, but we believe them anyway because they support a larger belief system that we have about the way things are. So anything like your past experiences, your family's story, what you think about your own capabilities, that all this shapes your personal mythology about what's possible. And of course, when somebody comes in and they bust one of those myths wide open, that's really attention getting. And this is what I want to talk about today. When you present something unexpected, that's actually counter to the popular myth of wisdom, whatever that popular myth is, it's really hard to resist. And I can already feel some of you getting your dander up going, wait a minute, I don't believe in any myths. Well, I know what the truth is. And I just want to give you guys a case study of how this is done really, really well. So a little while ago, and I just got to cue this up here, a little while ago, there was an ad done and it was called Like a Girl. And it's set up where all they did was they had these people get in front of a camera on video and they asked them to do things like a girl. And this is what happened. So check this out. Let me just cue it up here. Burn.
Hi, Erin.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to just give you some actions to do. And just do the first thing that comes to mind. Show me what it looks like to run like a girl.
My hair.
Show me what it looks like to fight like a girl. Now throw like a girl.
Aw. My name is Dakota, and I'm 10 years old.
Show me what it looks like to run like a girl. Throw like a girl. Fight like a girl. What does it mean to you when I say run like a girl?
It means run fast as you can.
All right, so there you have it. Like, I just, in the comments down below, did this bust open a myth for you? What do you think about, what's your knee-jerk reaction when you ask, or someone asks you, do something like a girl? And, I must say that the reason that this particular story that was told in this video worked so well is because it took that idea that is in all of our minds and it shifted it. It just shifted it, instantaneously. And it was done really beautifully and really, naturally without a script. I want you to note here that what happened in this video was there was no script. There was just someone asking questions, and then the people who were in front of the camera were they weren't even talking. They were just moving. They're moving in the way that they believed according to their belief system and according to their myth. And that's what made the whole thing so fascinating. So, so how do we take this one step further and talk about this from the point of view of what's the business lesson for this? And my point here is the world is super crowdy and it's really busy, and the messages that are going out there are really loud. Different kinds of, messaging, advertising, social media, you name it. And it means that whatever you're doing, the thing that you do, and the kind of, if you're going on video or if you're blogging on your blog, you can start feeling pretty invisible. And, we spend a lot of energy trying to figure out new techniques or some new tool that's the silver bullet that's coming out, or a new app that's this thing that's going to change everything and break through all the noise. And I just want to say that the answer isn't out there with a new tool. The answer is in here. It's inside of you. And it has to do with your belief system and the belief system of other people around you. So if you step forward and you challenge that belief system and you say something in a really different way, this is when people will start to pay attention to you. And I'll say this in a different way. So if you're in business and you have people who could become your clients or people who could become a customer of yours, they all have a belief system about how they're going to get the benefit of whatever it is that you do. And often that belief system is a very limited belief system. And I want to point out that their belief system is not the truth. It's a myth. It's a myth that they've chosen to believe. And that myth is just ripe for you to bust it wide open. So if you come in and you challenge one of their assumptions, they're going to start tuning into what you have to say. And if you change one of their assumptions, they'll start following you. So this is the conversation that I want to get going here. So jump in on the comments. Tell me what you think of this. And if you'd like to know about how to do this well, I've actually created a free a myth busting guide. And you can just say in the comments, I want your guide, or I want to know how to bust myths. And I'll send you a link to where you can go on my website and go grab that free guide. And it's just a series of questions that you can ask yourself to come up with the kind of myth and the kind of challenge, the kind of assumptions that you want to challenge out there in the world. And then you can go jump forward and you can do something as powerful as the ask or run like a girl or just the like a girl video that I just showed you. So thanks for watching. That's what I have for you today. And I'll see you in my next video. So long, everybody.